Round Rock, Texas, a booming city that holds fast to its small-town roots. The city's history runs deep, from its early days as a crossing on the Chisholm Trail to the infamous shootout on Main Street with Sam Bass and his gang. But boots and cattle drives had given way to microchips and stethoscopes, colleges, and world-class shopping. 90 miles due north, you'll find Baylor University, nestled in the heart of Waco on the banks of the Brazos River. Born during the Republic of Texas, it's the state's oldest continually operating university. Baylor has grown from its humble beginnings into a renowned private Christian school and a nationally ranked research institution.
It would seem that Baylor and Round Rock are only linked by the constant flow of traffic on Interstate 35. But there's another road, not too far from here, that marks a much deeper link between the two.
It was about 8:30 on a cold and wet morning as the bus loaded with the Baylor basketball team, a scorekeeper, a yell leader, and the editor of the Lariat, Baylor's newspaper, left Waco and headed south to Austin to play the University of Texas Longhorns. Under the best of conditions, the trip would take more than 3 hours. This was not the best of conditions. 3.5 hours into the trip and still 22 miles to go, the bus pulled into Round Rock. As it made its way down Main Street, freshman Joe Potter, who was driving the bus, desperately tried to keep the windshield clear of mist and mud. As the students at the front of the bus were recounting the tale of the infamous Sam Bass shootout, the bus made the turn onto what is now Mays Street and down the hill towards an at-grade railroad crossing. What the men on the bus couldn't see was the Sunshine Special barreling through Round Rock's straight, flat tracks. Coach Ralph Wolf was the first to see the train and shout a warning to Joe Potter. An attempt to swerve and miss the train failed. The speeding train tore through the rear of the bus. The damage was devastating. The two most critically injured were loaded onto makeshift ambulances and sent to Georgetown. The 20 remaining Baylor men, both dead and injured, were loaded onto the Sunshine Special's baggage car and taken to Taylor, where doctors and nurses were waiting. As word of the accident in Round Rock spread across the state and the nation, and Baylor began to mourn its loss, the newspapers started referring to those who perished as the Immortal Ten, an epithet that lasts still today. The impact of what happened that day in 1927 still touches us all, and as Round Rock Mayor Alan McGraw explains, that legacy is worth preserving.
So it's no secret that Round Rock is a tremendously fast-growing city. It's been one of the fastest-growing cities in the United States for many, many years. So one of the challenges when you have that many people coming to a fast-growing community is keeping in touch with your history. And there's so much history in Round Rock, and there's so few people that actually know about it. I dare say that the people driving across this bridge day after day after day, they don't have any idea of why the bridge even came to be. And so now it's trying to go back and bring attention to a very historical event that was a very tragic event, but it really had implications not only for the state of Texas, but all across the nation. And that's the Baylor bus accident from 1927. And that incident really did, probably the straw that broke the camel's back is probably the way to put it, for getting people to really talk about and debate at-grade railroad crossings across the nation, and it was an impetus for doing that. And so it really is a historical event, not only for us, but for the entire nation. So it seems to me if you really want to draw attention and create a tie to history for a fast-growing community, we needed to do something to really immortalize this event, and by doing something really major on the bridge and drawing people's attention to it, suddenly they'll understand why it was here, they'll know why it was here, and they'll be able to reflect on the lives of the young men who were lost here.
The Baylor school song, that good old Baylor line says, "We'll fling our green and gold afar to light the ways of time." And now, this beautifully remodeled bridge, the Immortal Ten Bridge, will do just that. It will serve as a symbol of the indelible link between the city of Round Rock, Baylor University, and the history they share.